guys, it's Wednesday morning. This was the best way for me to try and do this video while I'm driving because I'm running out of time. Been burning the midnight oil or burning the candle at both ends. As you can see, I'm more laid back, a little less thinking today, a little less sleep, maybe a lot less sleep. Long day yesterday, but I wanted to fill everybody in kind of what went down. We went down into Baltimore and what we experienced. So pretty eventful, or not eventful, pretty interesting, let's say disgusting. So more laid back, not talking nearly as fast as yesterday because just still out of it, man. Kind of still in the twilight zone about it all, to be honest with you. So I get back to my shop. Got my son, my brother, my buddy, Mel, Big Mel. We decided to take a trip down to Baltimore, right? So I had some other buddies that said they were going to come out. They realized they didn't want to try and get in trouble, and I don't blame them. But nonetheless, sometimes you need a force in an army. Apparently that's what I needed. Get down in there, right down in the heart of the projects in Baltimore, in Brooklyn, Baltimore, down there by Pennington Avenue. So now you guys know exactly where they are. So at this point, just to be clear, I'm done. It's in the cops' hands. These guys crash, wreck, get chased, get busted. That's probably the only way I'm going to get my bikes back, or my kids' stuff back, unfortunately, and I'm going to explain how. So I'm going to leave a couple little parts out on my behalf, how we kind of prepared going down there. You can only imagine. It's not knowing what you're going to get into. So we pulled up down here in Brooklyn, and not there 30 seconds, and we see one of these hood rats on my son Colby's YZ85.
Bruh.
Couldn't miss it. His bike is specific in color, plastic design, blue and black. It was his bike. We see two cops sitting right up in front of us. We're like, man, these guys must be on a mission or anything. They're on a stakeout, they know what's up. Meanwhile, us coming down the hood, not knowing how these characters drive around the shitty streets, we're not knowing what is expected or not to be expected, or what's to be expected to be seen. So we pull up, go to the cop, go, hey, what's up, man? Hey, that dude's on my son's bike. What? What? I'm like, that dude's on my son's bike. Can I go take it? No, what? No, get over here. Come over here. No, you can't take it. Okay. What's up? We go out. He pulls out a truck. I jump out of the truck. I'm like, hey, man, you know, we were burglarized. They broke into my house. They stole 5 of my motorcycles. That's one of them. I just pulled in, man. He's already right up down the road. I got notified from some people in the area that are fans and followers, and were looking out for me. They let me know that my bike was in the neighborhood. They see it riding wheelies up and down the road all day long. And this isn't even one of the ones they were talking about, but that's also one of my bikes. He's like, well, what do you want us to do? I'm like, well, can you go get him? Can you go stop him? Well, if I go up to him, he's just going to run. If I go up to him with a foot, he's just going to run. He's like, is this the only truck you have? I'm like, yeah, would I need to call cavalry, or I need to get more people? He's like, well, you're going to need more than one truck. You're going to have to block him in. I'm like, well, isn't that kind of your job? You're right here. They're right there. He's 100 feet from us. I'm like, can we just go get him? I'm like, can I just go knock him off the bike and take my He's like, no. I'm like, can I go beat his arse and go take my what can I do? He's like, no, you do that, it's going to be a second-degree assault.
Bruh.
I said, what? So I was like, well, can you talk to your peoples here and see? I'm like, another cop just rolled up. There's 3 of them now. Well, let me go ask her. I'm like, okay. So he goes up to this chick, this police officer, and I guess he asked her, and he comes back, he's like, all right, well, I guess I gotta come up with a plan. I'm like, all right, well, if you're gonna come up with a plan, do you think we should probably get off the road so us 4 white boys out here in the middle of the hood don't see us talking to you, and they catch on to what's going on, thinking that they know that their bike was just probably bought or stolen a day or so ago. He's like, yeah, we'll come up with a plan. We'll come up with a plan. Just go up top the hill. So I go up top the hill. I'll wait. Don't see him. Nothing. At this point, I'm like antsy. 15 minutes goes by. We drive down the hill. We see the kid on the bike. The cop's gone. Nowhere to be seen. Gone. No plan. No nothing. Gone. So then we start scheming. We're like, what are we going to do? What if I go knock this guy out, take my bike? Is he going to, what's going to be the aftermath? Yada, yada, yada. I don't need a war. I don't need trouble. None of that, right? So I'm like, can't just believe I'm sitting here watching this guy standing here on my bike. So we go up, we kind of cultivate a plan. We're going to ride by, we catch him, we're going to decide what we're going to do. We never see him again. That's all I'm going to say. We never see him again. And 45 minutes goes by, we're driving around. Meanwhile, it's getting dark. Another 20 minutes goes by. It's getting darker. It's dark now. Red light. The same 2 officers pull up beside us at a red light. Look over at us. They know us. They know what truck we're in. They look at us. They get over. They pull over. Go right into Fantasies. Fantasies is the local strip club down there on Paradise Drive. So, check these dudes out. So we go down, we drive around Curtis Bay, drive around, try to stay on the Baltimore City side, not jumping into Anne Arundel County, thinking these guys are probably going to stay more in the Baltimore City because there is no chase law in Baltimore City. That is also what the officer said to me. He basically said to me, by the way, he said to me, what am I going to do? I can't chase them, they're just going to run. I can't catch them. They're too fast. So he basically just knew that, and he did say they were packing probably. He said they were probably packing, nothing we could do. So I was like, oh my God. But he did say he was going to plan and then went MIA on me. We drive back by like 25 minutes later, these 2 officers are still in Fantasies in the strip club.
Bruh.
We're like, man, we got no help. This is disgusting. This is crazy. I can't believe that we couldn't get any help, couldn't make any headway, and just stuck there like lumps of log. There was nothing we could do unless we wanted to take the law in our own hands, which is obviously not what I'm trying to do. The last couple times I've done that, I've gotten in trouble. So I'm trying to be smart, go down there on the hunt. Didn't even really need to be on the hunt because it was like you open your door and there's that big 10-point buck standing right there. It's like you couldn't miss it. It's like, wow, that was easy. But here we are, bikeless, and had to pretty much give up based on what I've seen. So driving home, 15 minutes from home, I get a call from a buddy. He lives down that way on Ritchie Highway, down that part of Baltimore. Hey man, see these dudes on 3-year bikes right now, just run by us and a couple of buddies. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. If you guys are brave enough to knock them off shit, take the shit, bring it back, I'll throw you a reward. Well, of course I'm not going to put anybody in trouble. Put anybody in a situation where they get in trouble, but I'm just kind of, half-ass joking with him, right? So I told him I've seen the police, they're really not going to do anything. There's nothing I can do, I'm kind of stuck. So, call a buddy of mine, old buddy from a long time. He's been in and out of prison. He's very familiar. He's also very political. So he calls me and he says, what happened? I told him the story. He's like, this is unbelievable. This is crazy. This is nuts. I said, dude, it's disgusting. It's like a pandemic down there. What's going on? It's like, it's uncontrollable. They run around, do what they want. ride around like they own the roads. There's nothing anybody's going to do. The police officers don't care. They were riding around in circles when I went down there. The police officers were parked right there watching with no intentions of catching him or doing anything because they knew they really can't catch him. It's a waste of time, waste of energy. So they just know down in Baltimore they can do whatever they want. It's incredible, and the police officers know that there's really nothing they can do to enforce it. So it is what it is. They basically get away with breaking the law in front of them. It's just a daily routine. So my buddy calls, makes a complaint down to the police department. One police officer asked to see my video. Thank you very much, guys, for whoever might have shared it. He's seen it. He knew about it. He also knew of me. We knew some affiliate people. He ended up asking me to call him. He actually asked me to go down. I didn't go down, so I ended up calling him. We talked for about an hour and a half, went over all the details. He's very involved with trying to stop these guys and stop the corruption of the bikes and the dirt bikes being stolen. So he's a big part of it, and he basically said he's going to take it from here. I sent him all my information. I told him about what happened. He was very disappointed about it, but he did say that the cops get treated badly down there, and there's not much they can do. If I decide to go back down today, I'm probably going to get the same reaction from another set of cops because they're going to be very standoffish about it because there's not much they can do. So me not knowing that going into it was very, very tough to swallow, and knowing that you can have these guys coming out in the county and the sticks of the country up here and taking your stuff and just taking it out of Baltimore and doing what they want with it, pretty much get away with it until the cops follow them, run them out of gas, or catch them in a violent act where they can take whatever they're on legitimately and safely. It's just wild, man. So basically you become a victim out here, and all you can do if your money allows you and your property allows you is to get surveillance and alarms, which we have all in the process going up right now, so we'll be alarmed and ready by the weekend. Thankfully my wife made some calls, and I did have some good friends reach out offering to help me too. I really appreciate that. Some things I've taken for granted. When I did first move into my house, I alarmed it really well. It was already wired from alarm, and that just kind of became a pain in the butt when wires would break or fail and alarms would malfunction and go off, and it was such a pain to stop arming your alarm. But the new stuff is different. It's a lot more, it's wireless, it's a lot more up to date and technological, so it's a lot better. It works with the police officers and the local police stations and fire departments, so it's functional, and actually when you're not around, it's silent and loud, so it lets everybody know what's going on, so it's a lot better. So all I can say for myself and others that have watched this and been a part of this, do your best to keep your personal belongings out of media's eye, or out of the unwanted eye, or the eyes of the people that you don't know, or strangers. So if you know you're having something come to your house, whether it be delivered or shipped, close your door. Close your doors, or put your nice stuff away. Whether it be a bicycle, whether it be a skateboard, whatever it might be, you never know. It really sucks. Again, I'm not looking for pity. I was trying to look for some closure and trying to get this figured out. What's wild is the power of the media here and everybody. We located them. We've got now a system where maybe these guys will eventually catch those guys. But all I can do now is cross my fingers and hope that my insurance company is going to take care of my bikes as they should, rightfully. And we can replace our stuff and we'll be secure, so this stuff will never happen again. So learning lesson for me, hard learning lesson for me after 20 some years of being here, is not take your place for granted to strangers and to theft. It's just crazy. So wild, disgusting for me to understand that this can be this way again, guys, but just wild. So I appreciate everybody that's followed. That's kind of like the ending result as of now. The police officer that is willing to help out does not come back on duty until Sunday, which is a very, very busy day. And he said he's going to do his part. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed there. Hopefully he does his part, and hopefully the relationship with him and I will grow stronger as hopefully he catches these guys over the time of them doing violent action crimes in Baltimore with our stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in. I don't really know much more about what I'll be posting on this, other than maybe if we find one, then I'll definitely be posting something up. We are at a shop right now picking up parts. Just left the shop picking up parts, going to another shop to pick up parts. I got Jake, my guy, heading to Michigan picking up parts right now so we can get our cars both back together to run the Big Tire Invitational at MPK in Virginia this weekend. So make sure you guys go and get your tickets at the Vote. Check us out there, and we'll be running small tire as well. So we appreciate everybody, and please keep following us on our race journey. Hopefully it will continue to get better. We honestly did not even really get to enjoy the win on Sunday that Caden took in small tire at MPK because the chaos happened as soon as we put it in drive to pull out of Maple Grove parking lot. We were sitting there talking with Jim Howe about his new combo and congratulating him on his win. And we got the news, and it's just been kind of chaos from here or from there. So appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Big shout out to Ron at 5 Star Exposure for really helping us out making these videos and doing his part as our new media guys. So give him a like and follow too, guys. Thank you very much. Oh, and one more thing to keep an eye out for, guys. A little bit more information here. So my neighbor came up to my wife yesterday and said, "Hey, just want to let you know, by the way, we had a little white SUV with some young white kid with black dark hair in our driveway for about an hour. And we went up and we confronted him and asked him what he was doing. And he said he was there working for UPS, and he was watching and observing on a new UPS driver in training." So I messaged a couple of UPS guys I knew, my UPS driver from down my business. Don't really know my UPS driver at my house, believe it or not. There's always seems to be somebody different. And the UPS driver at my house today also said, no, they don't have any training supervisors that watch, or supervisors that watch trainees from local driveways and areas. The trainees would drive shotgun with the experienced driver, and absolutely it would only be as supervisors, and supervisors absolutely do not work on Saturdays. So it sounds like we were being stalked or surveillanced or whatever you want to call it, scoped the whole time, and sounds like they're very strategic. So if you guys ever see somebody posting up across from your place, beware. Don't be hesitant to go up and ask them what they're doing. If they say something like that that's creative, just don't be as naive as they were and believe it, because it sounds like to me they were scoping, so, and plotting. So anyway, just some other good news, guys, to fill you in with from our experience. It's definitely something that not everybody has to worry about. But you never know, man. Lawnmowers are expensive nowadays. They're $10,000-15,000. People can do the same stuff with that, and everybody damn near is got a lawnmower, you know. So yeah, so if you guys get a chance here, watch this little Fox 45 clip of what's going on down in Baltimore and how they plan on acting on it. I don't think it's going to work too hot, but you guys tell me your opinion. Clearly there's a big problem down there. Guys, please like, subscribe, and follow. We definitely need those subscribers and those viewer hours, guys. So please, we love everybody that's been following us and keeping abreast and paying attention to what we got going on. Please like, subscribe, and follow. Thanks a lot, guys.
That's right.